Succulents are one of the most beautiful houseplant and favorite of most plant lovers. They not only brighten our home and garden but brighten our mood also by their beautiful look. Hello friends, welcome to HR Garden. Friends, today I'm going to report some of my succulents and going to share some of the most important care tips on succulent. So watch the video till the end. It's going to be very useful video. First tip is avoid excess of anything in case of succulent. You don't need to water succulent as frequently as other plant, as their thick fleshy leaves, stem as well as their roots allow them to retain water. So do not overwater succulents. Do not over fertilize succulent. You just need to fertilize succulent total of 3 or 4 times during the year. They don't like excess of sunlight, neither they like very cold climate. Second tip is when you buy a new succulent from a nursery or a market, always buy a healthy plant which does not have any infestation in it. After bringing the succulent at home, do not repot it immediately. Let it settle with the new environment for some time, and once when you see it is overgrowing its container and its root are coming out of drainage hole, it's the time for repotting. Friends, you can see the root of this succulent is coming out of the drainage hole, and this succulent has already overgrown this poly bag, so I'm going to repot it today. Next important tip is size of the pot. Always grow the succulent in a pot which is maximum 1 inch bigger than the present container. Make sure container has enough draining hole. More bigger pot, there is more chance of root rotting. Take a shallow pot. In bigger pot, at the bottom of the pot, the potting mixer does not dry fast, and this causes fungus resulting the root rot. Next tips is potting soil. Always use well draining potting mixture. I'm going to use 1 part of river sand and make sure it is washed properly. You can get this sand from construction site easily. 1 part of garden soil. Before using this garden soil as a potting mixture for succulent, let it dry for few days. 1 part of leaf mold. If leaf mold is not available with you, you can take half part of coco peat and half part of compost. Now this leaf mold will help to retain some water which is needed for the succulent. At the same time, this will work as the compost also, and succulent does not need too much of compost. Here I'm not going to take any other compost. Next, I am taking this much perlite, which is half of this container. If you don't have perlite, you can use vermiculite also. Now I'm going to mix them properly. If you don't want to prepare your potting mixture for succulent at home, you can buy the succulent mixture from online also and use it. Now, potting mixer plays a very important role in growing a succulent. So make sure that your potting mixer is well draining. You have not mixed excess of anything in this potting mixture. Next, I am going to use 1 spoon of fungicide. The amount of fungicide depends upon how much potting mixture you had prepared. So I am preparing a potting mixture for 8-inch pot. So I have taken 1 spoon of fungicide. This succulent is with me for quite long time and it is grown in poly bag. So I just want to remove this poly bag and I want to give new potting soil to this succulent and I want to change the pot also. So I'm repotting this succulent today. Gently I'm going to take this succulent out of this poly bag. You can see this succulent is grown in leaf mold, perlite and some part of sand is also mixed. I am going to remove some part of soil from the bottom of root ball. Now before repotting, I am going to fill this pot partially with this potting mixture and then going to place this succulent in this pot, and now I'll fill the rest of the pot with the potting mixture. Now I have filled the pot with the potting mixer and I have repotted this succulent. Now as you can see, in new pot it's looking more beautiful. Similarly, I am going to repot other succulents also. Some of them I have grown from cutting and some of them I have bought from the nursery. All the succulents are grown in poly bag. I want to give them a new potting mixer and a new pot where they can become more healthy, bushier and beautiful. Now next important tip is, if your succulent has become root bound, you can prune the root also. So in this case it has become root bound, so I'm going to prune the root of this succulent and going to repot it. I have finished repotting this all succulent I have repotted today. I'm not going to water it today. I'm going to keep it in a dry shady area for few days, then only I'm going to water all this succulent. Hope this video is going to be useful and informative to all the succulent lover. This is it for today, friends. Take care of yourself, keep gardening, like, comment, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching HR Garden.